Hello, you're watching Avenue X. And in this video, let's talk about the recently started airing web period idol drama, 书卷一梦, A Dream Within a Dream. This is a 40 episodes period drama that has started airing on June the 26th on iQIYI. This drama was shot last year, around April-May, if I haven't remembered it wrong. It is produced by the company Ningmeng, which has produced many dramas, including, at the end of 2023, A Journey to Love, 一念关山. You can really think about A Dream Within a Dream as the second collaboration of main creatives of A Journey to Love. On production company side, on a lot of actors' side, and there's a lot of intertextuality and references in A Dream Within a Dream that goes back to A Journey to Love. The drama is directed by Guo Hu, who is this director that did some getting good reception dramas, but also did some absolutely ridiculous dramas. So far this drama, he didn't really do anything that is significantly reducing my liking of the drama. The story is an original creation, not based on any existing material. It's led by Liu Yuning, Li Yitong, Wang Youshua, Wang Yilun, Zhu Xudan. As for what this story is, it is a very typical 川剧本 story, which is a contemporary normal person ends up in a story that's a fiction. In this case, it's a script that she is supposed to be playing the leading female character in. And very typical setting. Really, we've seen so many stories like that. And if it's not well written, it will just be just another drama that nobody cares about. Luckily, this script and this story is a different one from most of the other period dramas you have these days in Chinese drama land. And I think they put so much heart and effort into make sure it's fun for your audiences. That's why we get, so far, up to episode 16, almost no disappointment. And the drama hasn't finished, so I'll hold back on rating it because there's always a possibility of things not holding up until the end. That's up to whether the script is well written and whether there's tampering from places that we cannot have control over. So until it actually airs its last episode, I will not give my final verdict in case things that happen to A Journey to Love happens again. But I'm pretty sure it's not gonna happen this time because in many ways, this drama is a comeback at some shit that happened during airing of that drama. If we have time at the end of this video, I'll briefly talk about my opinion, but if we don't, just forget I mentioned it. Now, let's go into the details about, so far by episode 16, what I think about this drama. If you have to say what is not ideal or what I wish this drama could be doing better at, I would say first, it is not the type of drama where every scene, for example, you have an episode 40 minutes, it has maybe 20 to 30 scenes. It's not a drama where every scene is great. I say 80% of the drama is very well paced and controlled. There are about 20% of time where I think here you may cut that part out. It kind of is not doing that much. I know already when you start the scene where you're going and you kind of are not really providing any iteration on screen that I didn't see coming. That's just one tiny problem. The other thing is this is still a very typical looking in 2025 period idol drama, which means although it's actually putting money in production, the costumes are pretty well made, designed for the characters, the sets are built or digitized in ways that doesn't look shabby, but its design is not in any sense groundbreaking or having highly developed personal style. It is really not to my taste. For example, I do not like the female lead's hair ornament. I find it's distracting, too much details, a lot of those golden things that looks cheap on screen, or the color doesn't really look that elegant and well designed, but it's to my personal taste. It's actually not poorly done. It is just too normal and too expected, and you've seen it in many other period dramas that looks exactly like that. So in the departments of, let's say, aesthetics, design, you can see money has been put into it. But on the other hand, I don't see any distinctive style. The final thing, obviously, is if the ending crashes, it will be its sin, okay? So far, I don't know, and this doesn't have anything to go off on, and I hope they don't leak it before it finishes airing. It tends to happen on the internet, where people actually sell the whole script for money, which is absolutely stupid. Anyway, so that's the so-called bad part that I squeezed out of my experience, trying to be objective. Now let's talk about what is really fun about this drama. There are a lot of great things. A general thing is, if you liked Filter, you like that completely ridiculous setup and constant comedy, how the script writer really tried to milk that setup to its maximum and creating those constant pleasure for you, A Dream Within a Dream is very, very similar. And if that's your cup of tea, I think it's 95% secure to say that this one would be your tea too. In terms of specifics, first, this is the best and most exciting episode 1 I've seen in Chinese drama land for a while. They didn't waste even 1 second. From the moment the story starts, it goes to that ridiculous moment you've seen in its first trailer of the 3 people stabbing each other in a triangle that turned into a pinwheel and starts spinning. When you first saw that in a trailer, not knowing what this drama is about, I think last year, everybody laughed at it for being so ridiculous, including me. The good thing is that's totally what they intend to do. They want it to look as ridiculous as possible because that is a scene within the script our female lead is about to play as a lead role. Immediately after that scene, it turns into actually a script, and then you are actually sitting in a script discussion meeting with the leading actors and the producer, director, and manager. Everybody is ranting about how ridiculous that looks like. Then you actually get introduced to, in real life, who those people are. Super famous actor, not famous actress. Everyone who knows something about Chinese entertainment, drama making these days, know exactly what they're talking about. It reminds you of the drama made by the guy who invested his own money to make those 2 seasons of dramas that basically are made to rant about Chinese drama making industry. Our female lead goes home, she reads, and she rants about a badly written script that does not make sense. Whether it's taken from Love Like a Galaxy, or it's taken from 周生如故, 白鹿 and 人家轮 drama, it's like everything you can see a reference to other dramas. She falls into the script, immediately gets into a very crucial scene of the story where she gets married, but she dies on her way to the groom's house. After dying about 10 times, she finally gets pushed further back in time, half a year before the wedding took place, and she now has time to figure out how to not die and then how to avoid the script, since she's already read the script about her tragic ending. And that's the first episode. Not even 1 second wasted, and it's all very funny. Usually dramas are not that generous with their first episode, and it gives you the sense that the writers really want to cram this 40 episode space with stories. They don't want to waste your time. They don't want to drag out 6 episodes of setting 2 characters up and they barely speak to each other. They just go straight to the point. I need to single that out as one point because it is one of the most treating my time kindly episode 1 of Chinese dramas I've seen in a long time. The second point, following how nice and exciting episode 1 is, this drama up to now, episode 16, really hasn't had one episode that doesn't have something absolutely ridiculous happening. Online now in China, we call it 电剧, which is gone crazy drama. And there are certain rules about the script where certain things happen, then certain things has to happen. And she figures that out, and that creates a lot of comedy. I'm not gonna spoil it here for you too much, but just start watching this drama and you are gonna go on a wild ride, and it does not stop surprising you every episode. If you want a good laughter, basically, this is not gonna disappoint you. And everything that happens in this drama is aimed towards making it as crazy as possible and making the audiences just get so entertained while it actually all makes sense. So great achievement. It fits, I guess, 2025's overall human mentality, because we're all living in a crazy world right now. Nothing makes sense. You go into drama and it kind of is completely unapologetic about itself being crazy. It kind of matches the vibration of the world right now. It just resonates. I don't know. Just makes me feel really, really exhilarated watching the drama. Third point, I have to take this out, which is the best OST'd and sound effected and musicked drama I've seen in years. Not just in this year, probably in last year. I mean, back in the days of A Journey to Love, it's also a drama that has the same music team that did music for this drama, and it has very similar quality. And that drama had like over 50, I don't know, OST written for it, which is incredible. This drama is similar because it's also done by Chen Xueran in terms of his taking care of all the OST, the where to use what tiny music. And he's the guy, initially we knew him from Guardian back in 2018. He did that drama. And he did many, many Chinese dramas in the past how many years. And he was also a music writer for A Journey to Love. And I think probably they really collaborated well. So for this project, it's the same team, including Liu Yuning getting his friends ready, lined up to sing. He did 2 songs for this drama. And then the other singers are all great singers like Dai Peini, Hu Yanbing, Huang Lin, not the type of ensemble singers you usually get in a drama. I think this mostly comes from Liu Yuning having so many industry friends who really want to come and do stuff for him. So what you have so far in the 16 episodes are not only great traditional romantic drama OST songs, all these singers sang for the drama with the lyrics, but also in terms of soundtracking, one of the most inventive and again unapologetically in your face, shouting, we just want to have fun ways of designing sound effect and soundtrack. You're familiar with classic soundtracks in Chinese dramas when ridiculous scenarios happen, such as the crow flying by, such as sometimes you hear cow, murr, or other animal sound, which would happen in this drama. But this drama also designed a lot of other things you don't expect that would be happening as sound effects, as a comment, like a comma or stop during the scene in the sound form. And I would not spoil that for you. Go and watch it yourself. And apart from that, they also really reference to as many types of music as possible. Because our female lead is a contemporary person, she goes into the story, but it's from her perspective. So you actually get English songs in this drama that doesn't feel out of place. You get classic Western music in this drama, also placed perfectly, such as Air on G String or the habanera of Carmen. And I think there's also the Bumblebee, and I can't remember if Winter is in it. I have an impression it is in it, but I can't be sure. And I'm pretty sure as the story goes on, there will be more that's manipulated for the drama. You're never gonna get it in any other idol period drama in China. Don't even think about that. I mean, I would not be surprised if any type of music show up later in the rest of the episodes, because Chen Xueran is very international, right? He does everything. And if he's in charge and he's given a license to go crazy, whatever is the perfect music for that moment, don't even think about its genre and where it comes from. We have the perfect reasoning that our female lead is a contemporary person, so you can just add anything you want into it. And I can't wait to see the whole drama just to see how many unexpected ways of using music and sound effect this drama can come up with. Come back to the first point when I said the opening scene. I think during the live stream of Liu Yuning's, he mentioned production companies spent a huge amount of money just to buy for that stabbing scene, that OST song, and they edited it in a way where they have those huge subtitles written on the side that looks like a fan edit. So they edited it in a version of Bilibili fan edits, for example, like the edits I would do. Definitely a gesture to the audiences. That song is very famous in China. It's been famous for years. It's actually a love tragedy story, but it's happening during a wedding and it has that piercing, haunting quality. It also uses the famous instrument suona, and it's one of the best known internet famous song in China. And the copyright for that song is actually super expensive. If it's not a million, over a million, it's close to that amount of RMB just for using that one song in this drama. And they fought and tried and then spent the money to get it just for that scene because it needs to open the drama with this band, and they succeeded. And they even went one step further, changing some of the lyrics in the original song, because in the original song there is this one lyric that is actually talking about, I think, a wine barrel. They changed that line to stick, like you stick me or you stab me, and to edit that to the moment where they were stabbing at each other. It's just so great to see that, because that is a huge amount of money that they can totally not use, just write a song for that moment themselves, but it will not work nearly as ridiculous and as sort of sarcastic and self-commentary as if they pick this already well-known song and they decide to go for it so that audiences get better entertainment. I so appreciate that. If it's not because people really love their own story and want to give it all, it's not gonna happen. If it's made and get money and get out, no passion project, it will not get this type of treatment. There's just so much work they've put into the music. I really haven't seen a drama done this much in my years of making drama reviews. And even back in the days of A Journey to Love, although that drama is also crazy about OST, that drama is overall very serious. It's not a comedy. It's not a ridiculous scenario setup. So there's a limited space for them to go very inventive and out of ordinary. But this drama, I think it just gave the musician freedom to play. Point 4, I've lost count, but basically now let's talk about casting, acting. It's important for this drama. One great thing so far by episode 16 that really worked is not necessarily, let's say, it has the best chemistry between male lead and female lead, which I don't think actually is the case for this drama. But I think what happened really greatly is all the leading actors for their roles, they really truly are a very great fit. Let's talk about Wang Youshuo first. He's from, I think, olden days you've seen the Mango drama where he got famous. Also, an ensemble cast of Zhang Xincheng, Zhou Yutong, and him and Su Xiaotong in that drama. He really always plays supporting roles pretty much. When he plays leading roles, those dramas just go nowhere, and there's a lot of things that happened during those years. But I think for this drama's case, he's perfect cast for the classic male second, which is male lead is for the female lead to love, and male second is for all the rest of the world and audiences to love. And he's like the classic male second, look-wise, vibe-wise. Not saying that his acting is in any way groundbreaking, but in the drama's case, perfectly fitting it. Then for Li Yitong and Liu Yuning, let's first talk about Li Yitong. I think she's greatly miscasted in her whole career up to this point. In this drama, I still don't think it's the best acting out there, but I think it's so far like the most suited character for her naturally as a person. She's done a lot of absolutely tragic and torture-heavy roles in her past, like in 媚者无疆 and in 鹤唳华亭. Those two dramas are probably her best-known dramas that made her most famous. Although she's done happy little period dramas here and there, they really didn't go anywhere. The things that made her noticed are these two. The earliest would be 射雕, back in the days where she played Huang Rong in Jin Yong's Wuxia with Yang Xuwen, but that's too early on. Although Huang Rong is a very happy person, I'd say that drama belongs to a different era, right before internet and web platforms get hold of everything. After Tencent, iQIYI, Youku took control of the whole thing, it's a different era and different types of dramas. And her work during those years are often roles that actually don't connect to her real energy. Although her acting is not wrong, it often just doesn't connect with at least me as an audience. And she also is known in China as she's been in a million things and she never got hot or she got popular or exploded. She jokes about that herself, to the point where she kind of is also given up on it. I think this role finally is a role that actually fits her natural vibe. She's naturally actually a very grounded and happy person, and if you listen to her natural voice, which she uses in this drama, it's very low tone. Contrary to her sweet look, she's not a high chirping bird sounding lady. She's a very grounded, close to the lower part of your sort of like body sounding person, and she actually sounds like Naja. If you just listen to her naturally speaking, close your eyes, she sounds like the intentionally dubbed low voice of the animation character Naja. She's the person who goes around entertaining other person. She always gets picked as this fragile little flower, which is not her. I mean, maybe that's why in her previous acting, you just don't get that connected. You don't feel it's that 100% tangible. Whereas in this drama, first, she's a contemporary person, so she doesn't have that many restrictions as ancient person would have, and then she's self-commentary, and then she uses a lot of current memes and jokes to talk about stuff, and then she switches her accent here and there. She adds different languages into what she says. She acts in this completely unlike the drama setting person with complete reason, and then she's fun. She doesn't care about being poised and ladylike, and suddenly, because of the character, you really connect with her. I enjoyed her acting in this drama more than I enjoyed her acting in many other things. And then Liu Yuning, truly at this point, by episode 16, I have to say I really cannot quite see anybody else playing this role. Compared to earlier this year, Zhe Yao, Prisoner of Beauty, just finished airing a month ago on Tencent, and he didn't do a bad job at all. But if, say, it's been done by another actor, I could see that probably can work out similarly. Whereas for A Dream Within a Dream, I find it's very hard to imagine another actor playing it. I don't mean that he has irreplaceable chemistry with Li Yitong. In a way, it's a little bit similar to what I feel about Li Landi and Tan Jianci in Filter, which is because they're so suited for their own role that it makes sense in the drama that it works that way, but not because Li Landi is Li Landi and Tan Jianci is Tan Jianci. Therefore, like when they show up, they have that strong chemistry naturally. I feel similar is I don't think Liu Yuning and Li Yitong has that super strong male-female chemistry that other people cannot replace or cannot make better, but because they each so perfectly fit their own role, therefore as long as the script makes sense, then their relationship makes sense. And in this case for Liu Yuning, for the role Nanheng / Li Shiliu, because he has two identities in the drama, basically gives you an opportunity to show more side of this main character that he is unable to show you if he's locked into his one prince identity. He has convinced me that it would be quite unthinkable for a dream within a dream to have a male lead that's been played by another actor that would work in the exact same way so effectively as he has done it. I also like the actor's own effort of separating these two, his own character, intentionally switching his vocal quality, and he will sound different. And this is definitely from the actor's own effort and own design, and I really enjoyed it. I think this is a much more interesting role for him as an actor to play than, say, the role in Zhe Yao. After this year, he's gonna be at a different tier in entertainment business in China. That's how I would put it. And if things go well, next 2-3 years would be a really great period for him to keep climbing. I don't know where is the limit, but I'm ready for this guy to shoot up. I'll be on the side cheering him on. Because it's a hardworking person who really comes from pure grassroots background. No mess, no fuss, and very hard to get mainland China entertainment world living, breathing, real person. Because so many hypocrites and fake people in the industry who cannot do their jobs, who never are for one moment genuine. They don't even have anything to offer, yet they take the place, they take all the money, they take all the resources, and they bully people in comparison to those ridiculous existences that infest Chinese dramaland and entertainment. He's like breath of fresh air. At least he's a real person. Okay, and you see his steps of getting there all by himself. Obviously, there are people helping him, but that's because people like him and he helps others, so others help him, and he did it by working hard, not by cheating the system in any way. I know I'm already like going off track, but I'm just really happy, okay, for him taking his role. I enjoyed his role, and I enjoy the fact that he's getting more and more popular, and he's likely to get more and more popular for the year to come. You know, that's the Aquarius in me who wants justice. Finally, to wrap up, it's no longer the good points, bad points, it's just a final thought. I'm gonna speak in a very vague way because it's internet. I don't want to get trolled either. Because this drama is done by Ningmeng, which is a very famous company these days, made a lot of dramas. They also did A Journey to Love. I don't have people who work in Lemon that can confirm it to me, but I'm pretty sure this is the case. Back in 2023, when they released A Journey to Love, they had a plan within the company to create a series of dramas that are all under the title 一念. One thought or one idea, something that's a Chinese title. Although the English title, A Journey to Love, doesn't really translate that at all, but in Chinese, basically there is a series of dramas that got planned by this company that they want to release over time to do it, called 一念 something. The first is 一念关山, the next will be 一念 something else. It didn't work out because during the airing of that drama, a lot of shit happened. And in my 2-3 videos I made on that drama, I did go to some depth about my complaints about the drama, but I didn't really talk too much about what happened outside of the drama. It's like halfway into airing the drama, there was a huge wave of campaign online, try to make this drama fail in every way possible, and it's down to an extent that I haven't seen by that point in Chinese entertainment to that extent and to that volatile level. It was extremely targeted and ill-meaning. My industry friend with me, privately, we talked and shared information about things, and I'm pretty sure I know what happened, which made me feel really pissed. But I couldn't really say that online because, like I said, I don't have proof, so I cannot be clear about that. But it does not mean people don't realize what's going on. A lot of people who loved that drama really was put off by certain things that happened around the promotion and outside of the drama during the airing, and it also affected Lemon and the original scriptwriter Zhang Wei, who also wrote 梦华录, Dream of Splendor, so much that basically the further plans for all the 一念 dramas got scrapped. It's a year and a half ago. it's already long gone. The thing is, when you start watch a dream within a dream, if you like the journey to love and you happen to be somebody who know very well all the things that have happened, unfair treatment the drama got, and intentionally targeted really bad press the drama got that was stirred by certain people, and what exactly happened over time of the airing period, what got picked out, what got ranted about, most of that fell on Liu Yuning, unfortunately, but a lot of other things also happened. If you remember what are the things that happened and you watch this drama, there are a lot of sometimes very frank, broad daylight reference to stuff that happened during the airing of A Journey to Love, some very hidden, very clever way. Sing it out loud, but not. Only people who know what they're referring to knows what they're referring to, and other audiences will just watch it as a drama. Now, I've noticed a lot of those little things in this drama, and a lot of fans of A Journey to Love realize that too. So if you are perfectly Chinese Mandarin fluent, you can go on Xiaohongshu and you'll find a lot of people celebrating because of A Dream of Within the Dreams airing, and celebrating its references, celebrating its commentary. Really was happy to see people didn't forget. I cannot be more specific. If you happen to be one of those people who know what happened, you know, and you'll be laughing too. If you don't worry. It's not gonna affect you actually watching either dramas. The only thing that I would say for Dream Within a Dream for the next 24 episodes is please don't crush the ending. Please. Can we just have one drama this year that I liked its beginning, liked its middle, liked its ending, have almost no complaint about it at all? Because Filter, the ending, I had a little bit problem. I wasn't very happy, particularly about the pregnancy of the second female lead. I'm like, what the heck? I already made a soundtrack that's stitched together with multiple songs that I want to edit this drama on. And I already have in my head, for the first chunk, what kind of cut I want, for the middle, what kind of shots I'm gonna need, for the later part and for the ending. I already have the type of shots I would need to complete my edit for this drama ready. I'm just waiting for the next 24 episodes drama to happen. So please give me the shots I need for my edit. If the drama ended up being not providing me with those shots, or it disappointed me so much at the ending that I couldn't bring myself to edit a video for it, I'm gonna be very mad. I've said a lot, and if you don't get fully what I say in this video, don't worry about it. And I'm just a tiny YouTuber, okay? I don't want my channel to disappear. That should be the end of this video. If you haven't watched this drama, I think you should give it a try. That should be the end of this video. Thank you for watching Avenue X. I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching.